Hi guys, I'm Ankur Sharma and I head the supply chain and the new product development at Rebel Foods. Been with the Rebel for more than 7 years now, and honestly it's been a roller coaster of a journey, but all in all very positive. So whereas I kind of get a chance to work with thorough supply chain professionals on the warehousing logistics side of it, on the other side, when I do the new product development, I have a team of corporate chefs who help us develop new products across multiple brands we have in portfolio, and that brings out a lot of creative aspect of the job. Even though I'm an engineer and MBA, but over course of 7 odd years, I would presume that I have got good understanding of how culinary science happens and how do we replicate multiple brands at scale across geographies. So as far as work culture at Rebel goes, if you get to see our office, it's a flat space where everybody right from the CEO to anybody in a smallest to smallest team would sit. That shows that there's a flat culture, you can approach anybody, and overall the organization is very dynamic. We are the largest cloud kitchen operators, a completely different, unique model from anything else which is happening in the world. And the overall zeal and dynamism of the team is something to die for. That is something which makes me come to Rebel office day in, day out. And honestly speaking, it is not something that when I step out of the office, Rebel is out of my mind. It is something which stays with you in a positive way, and it has not only helped me grow professionally but also on a personal level. We are looking for candidates across the spectrum, so right from chefs to supply chain professionals to engineers who are working in production plants to MBAs who have gone ahead and done their masters in the supply chain. But one thing which stands out for me in an individual is high level of ownership, because I believe that a lot of skills can be acquired over course of time. You can go ahead and get further educated, you can learn these things. But if you do not have ownership, you will not be able to succeed. So that is the foremost thing. Of course, if you are a chef, a good understanding of culinary background and understanding how the food functions in a particular environment, a particular understanding of a cuisine is always helpful. For a supply chain professional, if somebody has worked in a similar kind of a profile earlier, it's always helpful, but that's not something where the buck stops at. You could have worked in any walk of life and have high degree of ownership, but want to learn new things, we'll be more than happy to have you on board. I will take my own example. When I joined Rebel, I'm an engineer who was a metallurgical engineer, used to work with Tata Motors. Then I did MBA in marketing and supply chain, and I ended up doing HR in Infosys. But when I joined Rebel 7.5 years ago, there was never a question asked about what I was doing prior to that. The only thing which was checked is that do I have a basic acumen, do I have a high degree of ownership? And I think that over course of years, I would have proven that, and that's why I'm here. So that is something which I seek in candidates across the board as well.